Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to welcome you to one of our new broadcasts, a series of broadcasts concerning what is going on in the European Union. We have a recent dispute between Greece and Turkey regarding the Aegean Sea. And at this point, I would like to welcome my colleague from Greece, Mr. Kostas Dimitriadis, who is better informed in the situation, and he will enlighten us a little bit more with what is going on. Good afternoon, Kostas. How are you?
I'm fine, Sophia. Good afternoon. Good afternoon also to our listeners and viewers. Thank you for inviting me in this new effort, and I give you my best wishes for this effort that you are doing, which I believe that it will have very good results for the better information of the English people concerning what is going on in European area.
Yeah, we try to do our best because many friends and colleagues from England asking us to do some broadcasts in English so they understand what's going on, or put some subtitles. So that's a good idea if we can do a 10-minute broadcast once a week explaining what's going on.
Listen, the fact that UK has done this, has gone out from the European Union, this Brexit that
they left, yeah.
I think we suffered, okay, because it was a story that it happened first time. Doesn't mean that English people are not interested to what is going on in all the corners, all the areas of Europe. I don't say European Union. I am talking generally about Europe. Yeah. And this is the reason that probably you are about to make this program. I'm glad to participate today because you have chosen a very, very important issue that is it's happening these last days. In advance, I want to apologize to our viewers because my English are somehow poor. If they used to be in the past much better, but you know, when you don't use a language, there is always a problem. Okay. What can I do for you?
Right. I would like of you to enlighten us a little bit with what is going on in Greece recently. Between Greece and Turkey, there is a dispute regarding the borders in the Aegean Sea.
Yes, listen, all the universe is sick of all these story with the dispute between Greeks and Turks. You know, it's a long-lasting story starting. I will not say about after the First World War. It's 100 years ago. Let's forget it. But we have a recent situation that happened in one of the so-called Greek islands, which is Cyprus, which is the inhabitants are in the extreme majority Greeks, and it became independent in 1960. To tell you the truth, we had these very unpleasant events in 1974. Since then, the 1/3 of the island, more than the 1/3 of the island, is occupied by the Turkish armed forces that invaded in the island that period. Since then, it started a friction between Greeks and Turks in all aspects. From that time, we started to have also Turkish, let's say, demands the Greek territorial.
Before you continue, Kostas, we have to say that the Turkish regime at the north part of Cyprus is not recognized by any other country except Turkey.
Yeah, it's yes, because an illegal situation. Yeah, that has been recognized de facto only by Turkey.
By Turkey,
you know, the country who made the invasion. Yes.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it is a status that is lasting 48 years, and 48 years are too many. And somehow they are creating, let's say, a solid situation, which is difficult to be to have an argument with them. It's a story that is lasting too much time, and this somehow brings the situation in a dead end. In any case, that period, since 1974, the friction between Greece and Turkey started to be very very strong. We had the Turkish demands on the Greek territorial waters, Turkish demands on the Greek islands that had been given to Greece with the Treaty of Paris in 1947 by the Italians. Okay, I'm talking about Dodecanese, the 12 islands and all the small islands, tiny islands that they are surrounding these bigger 12 islands. All the rest of the islands of the northeast Aegean has been given to Greece with a signature of Turkey with the Treaty of Lausanne in 1923. And now Erdogan, that is a person that practically is trying to give a new birth to the Ottoman Empire. He already admitted that. Okay, he starts to claim that these treaties are no longer valid because they are not updated. Some matter that is outstanding, because whoever heard that a treaty has to be updated? Frankly speaking, it's the first time that
as far as I know, it cannot be updated. It cannot be updated.
It cannot be updated. If they want to review one treaty, has to be signed by all the countries that have signed it in the first place. That means if we're talking about the Treaty of Lausanne of 1923, even Japan
has to agree
for it to because it was a participant member in the treaty. Unbelievable stories. And the problem is that he is using always as an excuse the fact that the islands, the Greek islands, are very close to the Turkish, to the Ionian Turkish coast. I say Ionian because this coast used to be Greek in the past. And, Erdogan usually use an expression saying that these islands used to be ours. Under this respect, even the Greeks had to say that all your country, once upon a time, used to be Greek. Okay? But modern countries are not reacting like this, and they are not playing foolish games like this. So we had all these situations. We have for several years, let's say for at least 2 or 3 decades, we have violation of the airspace, of Greek airspace by Turkish airplanes. We have violation of the Greek territorial waters, provoking a reaction from Greece that could guide to a war. It's not that we're afraid. The fact is that we're not afraid at all. The problem is that we don't want war. You know, we want to build our country in a modern world to face all the, let's say, the challenges, and we don't want to spend our energy, our money, and also our youth in a stupid war because somebody wants to rebuild an empire that doesn't exist anymore since many years. Okay, it was like the Greeks would like to recreate the Byzantine Empire. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Or Alexander the Great, you know, this great Greek who reached even India, you know, from the north of Greece, this region of the north of Greece, which is called Macedonia. He reached India. So we are coming now after, let's say, he died 330, let's say, after 2,400 years, we are coming to challenge all these countries, Iran, Iraq, India, all these Arab countries, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, to say what? Once upon a time, Alexander passed from here. That means that you are Greek. This is Greek territory. It's unbelievable, these stories.
Yeah.
And this madness has expressed officially, you know, because somebody could say, listen, it is a joke of Erdogan, you know, it was an expression, it is blah, blah. No, it's not anymore this. I have sent you some photos.
Yes,
I don't know if
put them here. I can put them here. I'll find them and I'll put them on.
Yeah, this guy on the right is the partner in the government of Erdogan. It is the president of a party, a small party, nationalistic party, and he has received a gift from the president of an organization, a racist, nationalistic organization, which is called the Grey Wolves, which is the guy on the left. As you see, it is a map where it is shown all the islands of the East Aegean, the Greek islands, with the color of Turkey, including Crete.
Yeah.
If you see in the bottom, is Crete.
The bottom.
Yeah. This is the official perception of Turks for the future area of their country. You know, this is an insult to the Greek people, it's an insult to stability, it's an insult to peace, and it is an insult to all the treaties.
Can I ask you something?
It is the same time an insult to all the civilized world, okay? Saying that the frontiers are so much elastic that has to be changed, okay?
Is this legally tenable? Has it got a legality?
First of all, it's not legal.
It's not legal, exactly.
I really thank this guy, which is, as I told you, is not Mr. Pinco Palino, somebody who doesn't, nobody knows him and has nothing to do with the government. He is president of a party, chief of the party, leader of a party, which is a partner in the government with Erdogan. Is called Devlet Bahçeli. You know, this guy is shouting together with Erdogan every day, requesting all the other countries in NATO, for example, or in UN, to request or to impose to Greece the demilitarization of the Greek islands, those Greek islands that they have colored with a red somehow color there. They asked from Greeks to take away all the army that is there in these islands to protect them. He gave us, this guy, he gave us a very good gift. He has shown us why we don't have to withdraw even one soldier from there. Because the next moment, this guy with his landmates, they will attack to these islands to put them inside the Turkish territory. Okay?
Yeah.
And on the other hand, for these islands, they have signed the right, Turks, in 1923, they have signed in Lausanne the right of Greece to defend, by all means, these islands. And they don't have any right to ask for these, for the islands of the Dodecanese, because they were not participant member in the Treaty of Paris. Turks did not fight the Axis. They didn't fight Germany. They were neutral.
Yeah, that's right.
Greeks had fought the Germans and the Italians. Okay? And when the time came and Greeks were in the part of the winners, in that case, Italy has to abandon all rights on these islands and to deliver them to Greece. And in this treaty, Turkey had nothing to do, didn't sign anything. It was not a participant member. So, according to the international law, they don't have any right to interfere in what are the chapters of this treaty. Because, frankly speaking, this Treaty of Paris, just because Russians at that time, Soviet Union, at that time was afraid for the passage of their ships in the Aegean, in the international water of Aegean, they have asked these islands not to be militarized, not to have army on them.
Right.
And I'm talking for the southeast 12 islands that were given by the Italians to the Greeks. But it was due to the Soviets' request or demand, take it like this, and not Turks, because Turks had nothing to do with that in that period. Okay? So, Turks has nothing to do with this. They cannot ask anything about militarizing. And okay, the excuse that from the islands the Greeks could invade Turkey, it's okay. It's nonsense. It's only as a joke you can tell it. If somebody will look up the map, he will understand immediately that these people are kidding, most probably. So
should we not take them seriously then, or should we?
No. Just a moment.
Right. Okay.
Also, Chamberlain was not taking seriously Adolf Hitler. And thanks God, it was a Winston Churchill that had put all things in the right place. Okay, otherwise, the first victim of Hitler would be UK. Okay, it's the same thing that happens to us. Turks are threatening. Turks are making always one step ahead, and we are trying to explain by the international law about with this with a certain let's say we are not lunatics. We don't want war. We are trying to avoid it. Okay, not that we are afraid of this war. If it will be imposed to us, we will do it, as we have done it in all the phases of our history. But we have challenges. Economical challenges, how you call it, immigration challenges. We have energy challenges. So many challenges in front of us, and we will go to spend our energy and to spend the lives of our youth, very valuable lives in a stupid intention and desire of somebody who wants to make again a new empire? Are we stupid? What I don't like is the international community is not reacting against Turkey because, okay, they have interest. I know that they are not. There is no say. They are in the goal used to say that in international diplomacy and politics there are no friends. There are only interests. Yeah, okay, but these interests are so big so that we close the eyes in the international law in something that doesn't make any sense. How it will be if tomorrow, for example, let's say France has taken a part of Dover there in London, okay, and they have included in their map. And they say the map of our country, of the country of our heart. How an English guy will feel about that? It's the same thing with that. When you see Lesbos, you see hills, you see roads, you see Kos, you see Samos, you see all the islands of the Aegean, of the East Aegean, in the Turkish territory. And it is not a map that a stupid guy, Mr. Nobody, has done it.
Yeah,
it was officially presented. Okay. And if you see the second photograph that I have sent you,
the second one.
Put the second one. This is Erdogan itself, and it is in the headquarters of the Navy. And behind him is the same map, where all the islands of the Aegean, of the East Aegean, are included in the territorial waters of Turkey. Without any problem. This guy is unbelievable. This guy,
and nobody reacts to it. They get it.
And nobody reacted on this. Yes, because frankly speaking, also Greeks want to keep, let's say, a low profile. Profile of this story because we don't like friction. We have economy to settle. We have our problem now. We face a very difficult situation with the war that we have within brackets the war from Putin, because we helped the Ukrainians as a country, and we face a war from the side of Putin. Okay, Greeks are the black sheep for Putin, and the Russians today have been withdrawn all the investments of Russians in Greece. We were forced to confiscate everything that the Russian had in Greece, and we have an isolation in our relationship with Russia, and we have to face and handle all this situation in front of and in the sense that it is a very difficult situation, because it will come hunger, it will come lack of energy, it will come a lot of things. You know, the liter of petrol in Greece costs 2.5 euro. Okay, much more than many other countries. So we have to face all these challenges, all these problems, all these difficulties, and we have to spend our time to see what Erdogan is saying and what he has in his mind for the future. He thinks that we are Syria, that he invaded the North Syria, and he's doing what he likes there, and nobody is reacting. This is the problem. I apologize about my let's say my voice and my temper, but I'm getting very angry about this situation. We have a lot of things to face and to settle. Shall we spend all our energy to face the problems that is created by Turkey in our area, in our neighborhood? No. Unbelievable. Anyhow, you saw that officially, you know, it's not that a journalist or let's say a writer or a TV producer, or
somebody
somehow
who is just
somebody who has
he's
no
an official member of the parliament.
Yes, has done this map. This map is officially issued by Turkish government.
Yeah.
It is promoted by Turkish government. So I believe that the civilized community who respects laws, international law, and respects all the organizations, European Union, NATO, United Nations, all these has to put Mr. Erdogan in his chair and tell him enough is enough. Greece, as well as Cyprus, which is suffering also from Erdogan, but it's another issue we'll discuss maybe some other time.
Yes.
Greece is a member of the European Union.
Exactly.
Greek territorial waters and Greek islands are part of European waters and part of European land. So you don't have any right to insult the European Union under these actions that you are doing.
True.
That's it. You know, we have spent in Greece so much money to buy boats, to buy airplanes, to buy tanks, to buy cannons, to buy missiles.
Weapons generally. Yeah.
That if this money were going to the reconstruction of our infrastructure, Greece would be in a very good position today and one of the finest members of European Union. The problem is that we are forced, due to the threats of Turkey, to spend a very high part of our national budget to military equipment.
Military weapons, yeah.
This is the problem.
True.
I think that I said too much, and maybe some people think that I am.
That was interesting. It was an interesting conversation.
They would think that I'm very hot-headed, but I assure you, I'm not. I'm really astonished about these kind of things. You know,
there is another picture here, a third picture. We haven't put it on.
Okay. This guy on the right is the so-called president of the occupied part of Cyprus, the Turkish president. Of course, a president that is already recognized by Erdogan, by nobody else in the the worldwide community. But in any case, this guy has the same map. Okay, as you see, here are the Greek islands. There are territorial waters all over Cyprus. It's unbelievable. These people are unbelievable, and you know they threat Greece with the term of casus belli. Casus belli, it says that it's a reason to make war. Okay, it means what is in Latin casus belli is the reason to make war. If Greece will extend its territorial waters from 6 nautical miles to 12 nautical miles,
and they are entitled. They are entitled to do that. That's the thing.
I know, but Turkey itself, that is threatening us, that don't do it, is illegal. If you do it, we shall attack to you because we issue the casus belli. If you extend your territorial waters from 6 to 12 nautical miles. On the same time, Turkey itself has extended its own territorial waters in the Black Sea from 6 to 12. You can understand how the crazy situation there. And at the same time, you know, they are coming like let's say the guy, the macho man of the neighborhood. They are coming in Turkey, knowing in Cyprus, sorry, knowing that Cyprus has no let's say military marine. You know, Cyprus has no airplanes, has some helicopters only, but not military airplanes. And they are putting a drill in the territorial waters of Cyprus, making research to find oil and all these things, pointing on the fact that Cyprus has not the equipment to intervene and throw them away. If this is called respect to the national law and on the territorial water and land of a sovereign country, then we are all crazy and we have to go to see a doctor as soon as possible. This is a problem.
Yeah.
The point is that I know in UK, somebody would say, well, who cares about what is happening there? Somebody else in Germany would say, we have too many Germans here. Turks in Germany, it's better not to take part. We have too many factories in Turkey, okay? And we have any interest not to make them angry and all these things. Yeah, but can you imagine if this similar thing happened in 1939, in 1938 and 39? And let's say the policy of Chamberlain was the leading policy of all the countries of Europe. Hitler will be the winner from the first moment. And of course, Soviet Union at that time, it could not face an attack from somebody who used all his military power against it, as Hitler will not have any enemy on his back. If the bad things prevail, is because the good guys don't move from their seat.
Yeah.
It's then when the bad prevails.
Yeah. So you think that we should take this seriously and we should reply back to them somehow?
Yes. But I want the community, the international community, to tell them enough is enough. Yeah. Stop. There are treaties. There are organizations. There are all these things. What are you talking about? Why Erdogan is different than Putin in case Erdogan will make true all his threats against Greece? It's the same thing that Putin used to do in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Putin was threatening all the time Ukraine, and one day he invaded. You know, if it happens the same thing between Turks and Greeks, and Erdogan, who is threatening all the time, why the European people will not take the part of Greece, will not fight on the favor of Greece. But instead of fighting, is better to prevent it.
To prevent it, yes, definitely.
Okay? And to prevent it is to say, listen, we don't want noise and troubles in our area, Mr. Erdogan. Okay, finished. We just need peace. We have enough problems in all the world to suffer a new one in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that I took all your time.
No, it's okay. That was good.
I hope that I gave an idea in our viewers, in your viewers, and in your audience.
English speaking.
Yes, in your audience of what is going on in our neighborhood there, because frankly speaking, sometimes Greeks that they have fought in the past in the part of English in the First World War, in the Second World War. We feel a little bit abandoned. We feel abandoned for the sake of some, let's say, interests of today that maybe will not last for tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
It is a moral issue.
Right. We reached the end of our broadcast.
I took all your time.
Thank you.
I didn't leave you to tell anything to your audience. It was only
No,
myself
it's okay,
that
because
I was.
I wasn't. I didn't know the exactly what was going on. You know better than me the situation in Greece. That's why I wanted you to explain.
Thank you very much for giving me this possibility and this opportunity.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you know better than me.
Thank you very much.
Anyway.
Thank you very much, Sophia.
Thank you, Costa, and speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye to all your audience.
Bye to everybody, and thanks for
come
listening.
In Greece for holidays. We have the perfect weather and the perfect beaches and waters. Okay.
By the way, it's very nice here now in Sunderland, where I live. It's very hot today, 26 degrees.
26 is hot?
Mm-hmm. It's hot for here.
For you. Okay.
For us,
because
it's
come to see.
It's a heat wave. Very hot. Right. So
Take care.
Good night, everybody, and thanks for listening and watching.